Hello students. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is light, shadow and reflection, we had already seen the light, what are the different sources of the light, what are the different types of the light. It means the object which produces light or the object which do not produce its own light, that is luminous or non-luminous object. Then we have also seen the materials. Which material? The material which allow the light particles to pass through it, that is called as the transparent, translucent, allow very few amount of a light to pass through it, and finally opaque, which do not allow light to pass through it at all. Okay, so these are the three different kind of a material also. We had seen students that light used to travel in a straight path. It means that is rectilinear propagation of light. And we have also seen the pinhole camera, and we have seen that it works on the principle of a rectilinear propagation of a light, that is light which travels in a straight line or a straight path. Okay, so light travels in a straight path, that is a property of a light. Okay, now if we talk about the pinhole camera, student, we have seen here one thing, and that is light travel in a straight line. Now pinhole camera, if we talk about the uses, so we have seen that it is used to see the film, the photographic film, if a photograph or a photographic film is kept on the screen. Now, what are the different characteristics of a pinhole camera, student? So basically, pinhole camera, it forms a real image, it forms an inverted image. Real image is that image which can be obtained on the screen, that is called as the real image. And inverted is what? That upside down, it means that image which is formed here is upside down. That kind of an image is called as the inverted image. So it forms a real image, it forms an inverted image. The second thing is, the third thing, that the color of the image. So obviously the color of the object will be remain same in the color of the image. There will be no change in the color of the image here. Now pinhole camera also forms a photograph if a photographic film is kept on the screen. So these are what? These are some of the characteristics which is shown by that of the pinhole camera. Now later on, students, we have started with that of the shadow also. Shadow, what is shadow? So basically, when a light falls on an object, then a dark area or a black area is formed, that is in the shape of the object. It is formed just behind to that particular object, and this is called as the shadow. Okay, this is called as the shadow. So we can say that shadow is what? Is none other than is the shade area formed when a light fall on an object. Now, let me tell you one more thing, that if we talk about the opaque object, so opaque object is that object which used to block the light falling on it. While if we talk about the transparent and translucent, so these are the objects which do not block the light falling on it. Translucent, it allows a few amount of a light, so the shadow that will be formed in translucent will be a mild one, will be a faded one. But a sharp shadow will be formed when the light falls on a opaque object. Okay. Now, what are the things which is required for the formation of the shadow? So we have already seen the things which is necessary for shadow is, the students, that is a screen. A screen is necessary. Screen for the formation of image. For the formation of image, the second one is an opaque object. An opaque object. Then the third one is the source of light. So these are the three important things which is necessary for the formation of a shadow. A screen must be there. First of all, a source of light is there, student. So if a source of light will be there, then only light will be produced and light will fall on an object. Now what kind of a object? The object should be an opaque object, because it is the opaque object which used to block, okay, which do not allow the light to pass through it. So it blocks the light, and this is because of that we are able to see the shadow. And shadow is formed when there is a screen, means where we are going to see the shadow. So shadow will be formed if a screen will be there. Okay, so a screen must be there for the formation of the image or for the formation of the shadow, we can write. Okay, so instead of writing here image, we can write it formation of a shadow. Okay, for the formation of a shadow. So these are the three things which is important to know about that when and where the shadow will be formed. Okay, so we can write here that how shadow is formed. So basically light travels in a straight line. It do not bend at the corner. So if an object comes at its path, so what will happen? It will give the shape, or it will form the shape of the object just behind to the object. Okay, so we can write it that shadow is formed because shadows are formed because light rays travel in straight line. Okay, it travels in straight line. It travels in straight line. Okay, and they cannot bend around the corners. Bend round the corners of the object. So shadow will be formed. Now the shape of the shadow is same as the shape of the object. The shape of the object. Reason? Because light travels in straight line. You see, students, these are the questions can be asked, that why shadow is formed. What is the reason behind the shadow is formed? So you will write that shadow is formed because of the light rays. So light rays used to travel in a straight line. So shadow is formed. Now since the shadow, they do not bend around the corner. Okay, so thus when light passes through the object, ultimately it will form the shadow. You see, students, the shape of the shadow is same as the shape of the object. It is because light, it travels in a straight line. Okay, so since light travels in a straight line, so the shape is also same. Okay, now let us see few of the examples which is related to that of the shadow itself. So you see, now let us see few of the examples of the shadow, students. So you see that if a bird is there and the bird is on the ground, then are you able to see the shadow of the bird? Yes, we are able to see the shadow of the bird. Now my question is that is the shadow of the bird will formed when the bird is fly high in the sky? No. Then we will find that no shadow will be formed of the bird which is flying very high. If it is flying nearby to the ground, then yes, the formation of the shadow can be seen to us. But if it is flying very high, then the formation of the shadow will be not clear to us. Means the shadow will be not formed on the ground. So the reason is that since the bird is flying very high, so the screen where the shadow will be formed, it will be very far. Same thing happened with that of the aeroplane. So if an aeroplane is on the land, if it is in the land, then we will see the shadow of the aeroplane. But if the aeroplane is flying very high, so the ground, the screen where the shadow will be formed is very high, and due to which we will be not able to see the screen of the shadow. Okay, so let us write it about that. We already had discussed, students, that all these things are very important, whether it is a source, whether it is a ground, that is the screen for the formation of a shadow. If any of these things get hindered, or if any of the thing will be disturbed, then the shadow will be not formed. So we can write here the first thing, that when a bird is sitting on a ground, when a bird is sitting on a ground, then we can see the shadow of the bird. Okay, we can see the shadow of the bird on the ground. We can see the shadow of the bird on ground. But if the same, okay, so we can see the shadow of the bird on the ground. But when the same bird flying high in the sky, no shadow will be formed on the ground. On the ground. Reason: since the ground, which is screen, is very far, so no image or no shadow will be formed. Okay, so we can say that when the bird was sitting on a ground, at that time they are very close to the ground, they are very close to the screen, so the shadow of the bird will be formed. But as the bird started flying and goes very high in the sky, because the screen is now very far, so we will be not able to see the shadow of the bird. Okay, this happens here. Then the next one, we can take the same example with that of the aeroplane. Okay, so instead of that, if a aeroplane is there, so they will also going to shape the same kind of a method. It means when an aeroplane is kept on the ground, we can see the shadow of the aeroplane. But when the aeroplane is flying in high in the sky, at that time we are not able to see the shadow. And the reason behind it, since the ground is now very far, so we are not able to see the shadow. The screen is very far to the flying aeroplane. Okay, now we can also write that sometimes the shadow of an opaque object is not very clear. Okay, so we can write it. The next one is, students, That is, sometimes the shadow which is formed by that of the source of the light is not very sharp, but it is faded. And the reason is, you see that a shadow formed by the electric bulb of a person and that of the ceiling fan is very faint. And the reason is, since the source of light, that is electric bulb, is very small, and due to which the shadow formed is also very small, means the shadow will be very faint. The same thing happened with that of the fluorescent tube light. So in case of a fluorescent tube light, why we are not able to see the shadow, or the shadow is formed very faint shadow, not a sharp shadow, even though an opaque object and the source of light is there, even the screen will be there, then also no formation of a shadow occur. It is because, students, that the source of the light is now very large. So what will happen? Not only to the body, but it will cover the other things also. So most of the thing will be not formed on the screen. So we can say either the source of light is very large, or if it is very small, the shadow will be formed. It not sharp, but it will be a faint shadow. Okay, so we can write it, that is, sometimes the shadow of opaque object, okay, the shadow of opaque object are not seen clearly, are not seen clearly. Okay, it is not seen clearly. Like, if you see that our shadow and ceiling fan okay, so our shadow and that ceiling fan shadow formed by an electric bulb, or even through a lighted candle, and through the lighted candle is faint or not very sharp. Reason? You will write that what is the reason behind it. Since the source of light is very small, so the shadow is also very small. Okay, so the shadow is also very small. So we can write it here that shadow of the opaque object will be fainted, will be less sharp, will be faded if that of the source of light is also very small. Then the next one is that with that of the fluorescent tube light. What happened with the fluorescent tube light? So with that of the fluorescent tube light, since it is a large object, so most of the light will reaches behind to that of the opaque object, and ultimately the shadow will be formed, will be a faint shadow. Okay, so we can write about the fluorescent tube light also, students. Okay, so in case of the fluorescent tube light, the shadow formed is also a faint shadow. Okay, the shadow formed will be a faint shadow. Okay, so reason, since the fluorescent tube light is large. So what happened if the fluorescent tube light is large? So most of the light will go behind to that of the opaque object. Large. So most of the light will go behind to the opaque object. So most of the light will go behind the object, and thus faint shadow will be formed. Okay, so faint shadow will be formed. So we can say that even with that of the fluorescent tube light, since it is large, so we can say that it is what? It is a large source of light. So being a large source of light, so most of the light will go behind to that of the opaque object, and ultimately no proper shadow will be formed, no sharp shadow will be formed. So here we have seen, students, that when the source of light is less, then also the shadow will be faint. When the source of light will be very much large, then also the shadow will be the faint. When the object is very high to that of the screen, very far from the screen, then also the image will be formed, that will be a faint one, or no shadow will be formed there. Okay, when the object is near to the screen, then only the shadow will be formed. Now not only this, even in the absence of the source of light, or even in the dark room, have you seen your shadow in the dark room? No. So we will say that in dark room or in no source of light, no shadow will be formed. Okay, so we can write it that when no source of light or in dark room, no shadow will be formed. So by this we have understood that shadow will be only formed when there is a source of light. So source of light, a screen will be there. If the source of light is very small, then also the shadow will be very faint. If the source of light is very large, then also the shadow will be very faint. No light will be there, no, in a dark room, no shadow will be formed. So these are some of the essential conditions and some of the reason why shadow is formed, why shadow is not formed. After that, student, moving on, and we will see that what are the different characteristics of the shadow. Okay, so let us write that what are the different characteristics of the shadow. Characteristic of a shadow. Characteristic of shadow, student. So the first characteristic that we will see in shadow, in the formation of a shadow, that the shadow of the object is always erect. You will never find that the shadow will be what is an inverted one. Like we have seen in case of a pinhole camera, the shadow formed is an inverted one. But in case of the, the image formed is an inverted one. But in case of the formation of a shadow, it will always a erect image. So we can write it, shadow formed of an object will be an erect, okay, will be an erect. It means same side up to the object, okay, it is not upside down but same side. So shadow formed of an object will be an erect object, it will be an erect one, not an inverted, that as we have seen in case of the pinhole camera. Then the second one, that the shadow is the real one. Okay, so because why real, student? Again, because the shadow is formed on a screen. We are obtaining it on a screen, and the image that we obtain on a screen is a real image. We have seen in case of a pinhole camera also, there is a translucent object, there is a translucent screen, and on that of the translucent screen we have obtained the image of the object. Same thing here, we are obtaining the shadow on a screen. So the shadow obtained will be a real one. Okay, so the shadow of an object is real. Shadow of an object is real. Then the third one, that irrespective of the color of the object, shadow is always black in color. We have seen in case of a pinhole camera, the shadow is formed is the same color like that of the object have. The image will also have the same color, but irrespective of the color, doesn't matter what kind of a color of the image, it will always be a black color. So we can write it that irrespective of the color, irrespective of the color of the object, shadow is always black. Doesn't matter what is the color of the object, shadow will always be black in color. Okay. Now the shadow obtained, it can be smaller, can be equal, or can be larger. Okay, we will see that when sun rises, shadow will be large. When sun sets, shadow will be large, and otherwise it will be smaller or it will be equal. So we can also write it that the shadow formed of an object will be smaller, equal, or larger or bigger than object, or bigger than object, bigger than object. So shadow that is formed of that object, either it will be smaller, either it will be equal, or it will be bigger than that of the object. So these are what? These are the some of the characteristics of the shadow, students. Okay, so we can say that shadow formed of an object will be an erect one, will be the same side as that of the object. Since we obtain the shadow on a screen, so we will say that the shadow formed of an object, it will be a real one. Then the color doesn't matter that what kind of a color of the object, shadow's color will always remains black, and as well as the shadow formed of the object will be smaller, equal, or bigger than the object. Now you see what are the differences that we have find here, student, if we compare with that of the pinhole camera and the shadow. In case of a pinhole camera, we have seen that the image is an inverted one. But here, in case of the shadow, the image formed will be an erect image. Then the next one, that the color, means the image formed, color of the object and that of the image will be the same in case of the pinhole camera. But in case of a shadow, doesn't matter what kind of a color of the object have, it will always have a black in color. Okay, so shadow will be formed black in color.